have good neighbors like State Farm. Shots ring out, niggas stay calm. Conversation so cool can get hot like napalm. Short sleeves year round, we bear arms, stay armed. Coronavirus got people walking around masked up. Shooters blending in with crowds after they light jazz up. Niggas spray regular bud and sell like trash, gas cut. I see through these niggas like they a glass cup. The fucking hood is corrupt. What if we I'ma do Diallo a cop? They traumatize us. They left us with shooter get shot. They despise us at the same time they want what we got. We like the Hydra, cut our head off to a grow in that spot. I was told to walk with God in a bag full of guns. Avoid consignment cause your cabbage is done. If you average your none, sins of the father, it'll ravage your son. Drop a curse seed and leave before the savage is won. Blood of a slave, heart of a king. Circles are infinite, we part of a ring. I think different, please part in this game. No new friends, please part in the team. I kept it moving, put my heart in the sling. But it's true to say, patience is a virtue that I threw away. Look, I need my money by 2 today. See niggas get smacked trying to move the gate. Bleeding out they left ear, getting kicked in their ass and just left there. We speak in tongues to bless our guns and proceed with slaughter. We drink Henny and chase it with shots of holy water. Holding grudges, I'm the only hoarder. Heavy is the head of the one who must give the order. I order, you only live once but die more times. Niggas is dropping now from 2001 war crimes. Your vibrations low like door chimes. You the type of people that'll slip on wet floor signs.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Welcome to Blended Healing. Wear your invincible crown. Because you can agree to disagree. But what you cannot do, or may I offer that you don't do, is disagree with hatred. Let me read a story to you that happened. A young lady was in the library, minding her business, getting some work done. Another lady sat down at the table and struck up a conversation with her. She seemed like a nice person, but the woman who was working, only had a limited amount of time to get her work done. And after a pleasant silence, the lady who sat down told her her name and began to shoot her shot. Originally, the woman thought she was just being friendly until she expressed her personal interest, thinking that they can get to know each other. The woman thanked her for her compliment and declined her advance. Again, there was a silence. She broke it to ask if the young lady was heterosexual. The young lady said, yes. And from the moment that she said yes, she began to try and to explain to her why the young lady needed to give her a chance and why she needed to be open-minded. There was a kind of energy that the young lady didn't need. She goes on to state, I wouldn't tolerate this manner of badgering me if it was a man. So I'm not going to tolerate the same behavior from a woman. And the lady simply told her that it was not her preference and that the conversation was making her feel uncomfortable. And what she did, she moved to another table to try to refocus so she can finish her work. The plan didn't work because the other lady followed her, making a scene, accusing her of hating lesbians. And that was the most surreal thing because the young lady never said anything about hate. She just simply stated that she was uninterested in getting to know her personally. And she felt that to have an open and honest conversation about being respectful and not hatred. You see, we can disagree or express preference without hate. Now, here's the thing, just because of what your preference is, wrong, right, or indifferent, does not mean that you treat somebody with disrespect. There's no way with children who have different preferences. All of us do, one form, shape, or another. But that has nothing to do with the way you conduct yourself. Wear your invincible crown. Because regardless of whatever your preference is, does not make it okay for you to push your agenda on somebody else. It's not right and it's not fair. I've learned over the years because you always think that you have an open mind. And technically, you're more closed off than you think you are. Because it's different when it's out in the street and it's acceptable, but when it's in your home, it's something totally different. And that's not fair. Because we all need un we don't need love with strings attached. We all need love without strings attached. Just because your preference is your preference does not make you any different. At the end of the day, we're all women, we're all men. Regardless of how you identify yourself, she, he, her, him, whatever pronouns you want to address yourself. It does not allow you to disrespect anybody else. If I see that and I witness that, vice versa, if people who are heterosexual attack people who have a preference that's different from ours, that shit ain't right. Who the fuck are we? Who the fuck are we to even do that? You love who you love who you love. It doesn't matter. And it took a long time for me to get to that position because I always thought that I was open minded. And then I was reminded that I wasn't. I was more closed off than I thought I was. It does not matter who you love as long as you receive the love back and the support from your people. What happened in the story was is that the woman who was a lesbian automatically jumped to the conclusion that another woman hated her because of her preference. That's a personal issue. That's a personal issue. And that's all stemmed from being, not liked or whatever battles that she had to go through. At the end of the day, they were both asked to leave the library. So they both did so peacefully, acknowledging that the issue that some straight people have regarding what is acceptable. Everybody has the right to love the way that they want without judgment and hatred. Everyone includes people that are straight. And if the lady in the library had been a man, they would have asked him to leave, and it would have been acknowledged that the young lady was being harassed. But that's not the case. You see, having equality means that you should be able to say no without harassment. Straighten your crown, babies. Nobody should have to suffer harassment at the hands of a woman or a man. And because they feel as though you need to be more open minded. Now, flip that situation around. What if the young lady, what about if the woman that had been approached by a man asked if she was a lesbian, then told her that she needs to be open minded and that we all be talking about how wrong he was for pushing his preference on her? Would that have been disrespectful and possibly toxic? That's how that young lady saw the woman. We got to do better. Not everybody is supposed to hate everybody. Everybody lives and believes in the things that they want to believe, but we do have to live here together. Have some understanding. Understand people's backstories. There are some straight people that need to understand that everyone does not want them. And there is more than one way to love and to live. And with that being said, if you are not straight, please know that someone does not have to live your lifestyle to be accepting of you. It doesn't matter. Just like you demand to be treated with respect, you should give same to other people. It could be offensive for somebody like me or anybody to ask you your preference, regardless of why, and then disrespect who you are. We have to give the equality that we seek and respect everybody's right to love freely. We can lose people when we force other people onto things that ain't got nothing to do with us. It's a shame that we make people feel this way. Infringing on another person's right to love will never secure your rights. And you have the right to be whoever you want to be. I'm so sick and tired of people talking about these other people who are transitioning or anything like that. Inside, they're beautiful. Outside, they're beautiful. because they choose to live in their purpose. They choose to live in what they believe that they should be. Who the fuck are we? But that does not allow you to disrespect somebody else. It does not. My sisters and my brothers, I need you to understand something. You got to straighten that invincible crown that you have. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. And always wear your invincible crown. Do you know what we had just went through as a society 5 years ago? When we had 19 running around here taking people out? What gives us the right to try to control somebody else by hatred? We can't even control if that 19 virus is still around or not. But what we can control is our reaction to whatever problems that we face. And during this difficult time in this country right now, and if you have suffered a loss of income or a loss of a person, my prayers are with you and your family. Give gratitude daily for your many blessings. We had no idea that we as men and women possessed an invincible crown. We had no idea that we would go on a journey that will require us to adjust this invincible crown in more ways than one. Think of that invincible crown as a constant reminder that confirms that everything will truly work itself out. Your invincible crown is designed specifically for you, and there's none like yours. Your crown represents your inner strength. Your invincible crown does not require you to be perfect or to have all the answer to life's problems each and every single time. It just simply urges you to redirect your negative thoughts about yourself or anybody else. In just your invincible crown, and immediately begin showing gratitude towards being safe today, healthy, and alive. And because of that, you could be in the best position ever. Times like these are a constant reminder of why it's important to have multiple streams of income, multiple friends, or meaningful relationships, being self-sufficient, but then also having somebody that you can lean on and love, regardless of. And there's no place for hate. We can shed light on how We can't let anybody or anything make our invincible crowns fall from our heads in good times and in bad times. We must always position ourselves to be great human beings and give ourselves grace, even in our shortcomings and whenever needed. Take the time to readjust your invincible crown. Don't allow any negative thinking to enter into your thoughts. Here's the thing. You woke up today. So that's enough reason to stay strong and to keep going. Know that these things shall pass, and we will come out of any situation better than ever before. Embrace your brothers and sisters for who they are. Understand that everybody has a backstory, but it does not give you the right to tell somebody else that you hate them because they're different. You will come out of this better than ever before, even if it's from something as small as always wearing your invincible crowns. I'm done. Please remember this. Hate has no home in our hearts. Truly understand and live and grant mercy and grace, even to yourself. Ashe? All right. I'm done. Be well, stay safe, Ashe, and deep bow, and I shall see you all very, very soon.
Big Dre on the scene, tuxedo on like I'm Jimmy $1 million man, I put you in the $1 million dream. I know some stones that'll put them sticks to your feet. I know some folks that'll put the sand to your nose. Squad full of legends like the 92 Dream Team. My nigga, that's bad for your well-being. My third eye gave you supreme sensing. So when I got you in the scope, I'ma send you to a supreme meeting with the creator. That's what happens to a fucking hater who wanna spar with a gladiator. The Yaku Slayer, you know my style greater. In my city, rockin' fashion geeko. You little niggas not even half of me. Your shit is trash to garbage, nigga. It's the Windy City, all they talk about is the violence. Glorifying stories of the chiefs of the shot, where shorties let them things fly. Where the Muslims on Madison with your mean pies, telling you to keep your deans right. That's why when I ride with that infinite light, so I can see the wolves at night. Because it's a new takeover, the rebirth for the culture. You ready to get ahead? White Roger, we stay silent, La Costa Nostra, the Mac 10, a slow roaster, Marvin Hagler, nigga, I'm so ferocious, I had to get on the mic and get on some overthrow shit, get Sherry to nod and you can get your throat split, Sherry to nod on y'all nigga, the $1 million man, got $1 million dreams, the champ, Drake Cobbs, nigga.